got what I've got. You've got what you've got, so keep your red wine on.
It's 4 a.m. and you're awake like your body's been paged. You're wondering if it would be worth it to sleep for 30 more minutes before starting your day. They are playing a senseless song on the radio and it feels like such a waste of airplay, so you tuck yourself in to rest your brain. You're off to work again, standing in a queue behind an old smelly man who won't stop complaining about his daily wage. You can afford to take a taxi to work and back home every day, but what's the point of wearing good-looking shoes if they will still leave your toes pained? The country has gone to so much shit that you've almost lost hope. Issues pile up every day and everybody is silently staring like a people who have seen so many deaths that they have become desensitized by new deaths. You're irritated by almost every little thing, even the way your boss's overfed kids play. And you realize with a terror that whilst you were grieving for lost dreams, time was whiling away. But it's not so bad. You're in love with a boy in the city. It will be 11 months in June. He doesn't smile at you like you're something special or send you good morning texts like he used to, but that's okay. Your biological clock is not ticking yet. You're only preparing for when it sounds louder than a church bell. And at the end of the day, you take your clothes off and stare at yourself in the mirror, wishing you could hang these skin and bones on the dressing chair, disgusted at yourself for going to bed yet another night, having such brilliant ambitions, yet no results. And at the other side of town, there's a boy living in a man's body, gutted at the fact that he's a multifaceted God who can't bring to life his own subjects, a King Midas who can turn everybody's copper to gold, everybody but his own. And he feels he's labored hard enough, so surely he has a prize to claim. He thought that by now his name will be stuck on the lips of people, but he can't even get them to remember his name. And he doesn't even want to wake up anymore, because what's the point of getting out of bed if you're going to get back in it? What's the point of aiming any higher if you can't even win the small battles? And you can recognize me from the crowd because you can see me in you. Hope sounds like a faint rumor, like someone tried to shout it from the back of the room, but even his throat could tell that it was a lie, so we stifled it before it could come out. We're only 20, yet we feel older than 40s. Our talent has been snuffed out before it can light a small dark corner. We are a token of a broken generation that have gotten used to living wounded. But it's not too late to try again. I know because I swore seeing another sunrise would be a miracle, and now look at me, watching the rays bounce off my face. I know because we keep walking into the fire like we've never been burned. I know there is hope because there's an echo of God in a room full of sin. I am the second best poet not enough people have heard of. The first, that was God. For carving out a body this perfect, I develop insecurity on behalf of other people. I have been crying oceans into pages, praying to God in sign language, begging to make sense of just one life. Yet, there is something about an open wound that aggregates and remodels to repair itself that tells me that we are here for something much more than living wounded. So this is for the ones who can't keep the rules, for the ones who wear far too many faces to hide their blues, for those sleeping off their lives and living in their dreams, for the poor souls who have forgotten how to dream, for those burning with a mania and calling it a brilliance, for those swatting demons off their backs and making it look like a new dance. For us who were promised the world and then crippled, so we had to crawl, for the contrived, depressed, ready to concede to a draw. For those falling off from exhaustion and calling it a catching of the Holy Ghost. For those sniffing fear and pretending like it's a healthy dose. Come. Hold my hand. Let's walk into the light. And by God, you see how fucking amazing you're meant to be. Thank you.
I've got what I've got.